Financial Modeling, Topic 4, Section 4. In this topic, we're going to determine the location of an optimal portfolio, either on the CAL, the CALB, or the envelope. So far, we've found an envelope. We've then added a risk-free rate and found a capital allocation line. And then with an RB, we found a line here to leverage. So the problem is, what if we have any particular level of standard deviation we're targeting? Say we want a standard deviation equal to 20%. So 20%, say, would be right here. Notice that 20% is less than the volatility of the optimal borrowing portfolio, which is right here. And 20% is greater than the volatility of the optimal risky portfolio right here. So actually, if you want a 20% vol, it would just be on the envelope. I'd find an envelope portfolio. If I want any level of volatility greater than the optimal borrowing portfolio's volatility, I would then just be on this line. We'll determine later how to find points on that line. If I want any level of volatility less than the volatility of the optimal risky portfolio, I would just invest along this line that combines RF and this portfolio. So I'll either be on the CAL, on the CALB, or on this envelope. I could also find optimal portfolios that target levels of return. So notice that the expected return of the optimal risky portfolio is 6.8. The optimal return of the optimal borrowing portfolio is 7.44. If I want any level of return greater than 7.44, I'll then be on this CALB. If I want any level of return less than 680, I will be on this line here. If I want any level of return between 740 and 680, I'll simply find an envelope portfolio. So our final step into constructing an optimal portfolio is to first find my envelope. Second, if there is borrowing, find my capital allocation line B. And if there is risk-free rate, find capital allocation line. And then the final step is determine whether you're on this line, or this curve segment. So in this topic, we simply determined how to find the location of your optimal portfolio. And the next 3 topics will determine how to find the exact points on the CAL, the CALB, or the envelope.